For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear.
They clear.
I'm shining from ear to ear.
I'm shining from ear to ear. Stand my ground, I ain't showing no fear. I done came up like the top of the stairs. These takers, they cannot compare. I'm in the crowd with the mosh pit. I hit the stage in the show. I'm in the game, I can't forfeit. Honestly, I'ma make more hits. Hop in the coupe and I swerve the latest. She get because I am the greatest. I stayed the same and then came out of changes. You wanna know what it's like to be famous? No, in public, skies me all of that. I'm ballin' like I got buckets. And they hate cause we stunt like nothing.
For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah, I'm about to for real. I'm about to cash for real. Shorty got for real. If it's no masses for real, I want that for real. My for real. Running the game. You speak of me, put big homie in front of my name. For every one of you lames, y'all ain't original. They all sound the same. I stay ballin'. Money like a faucet. It stay running. I can't call it. Got the bug, I think they caught it. I'm with bosses. For real. It's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear.
Hoping I ain't lose religion, text and prayers. Hope the message sending on. Know I've been.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his ability.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Aaron Donald able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown. And they'll go on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Reed, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
12. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 17. 17.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Pushing his way through. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throw left side complete. That's Chapman. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are in for 6. After, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Go. 180. Harbaugh.
Now they'll run on the draw. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
17.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Listen. Here we go, fellas.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. There's Goff. Quick hitch, complete. It's Chapman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here we go. Maverick.
Now Goff on first down. Shakes off the sand, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Twos. 12.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The handoff comes to Stewart. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. And they'll run it here. And down he goes just beyond the 35. But that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
5. Go, 12, go. 5.
To throw on second down is gone. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back to throw here. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Stewart, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And they'll go on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Goff now on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll run it here. Down to the 25. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Starting left here. Go, 12, go. Orange. 76, tell him. 76.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11. Now Goff. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.